Yo, 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 and welcome back to the next part of my Saturday truckathon. It's trucking fantastic! Next up, we are driving a shitload of radiators from Limerick to Larne, which is slightly similar to the last journey I took. But, I figured, well, first off, there'll be some sweet alliteration, which is pretty fucking cool. And obviously, once we get to Larne, just hearing Larne mentioned in the game, that's kind of enough for me. That I find that very funny. Once we get to Larne, we're basically at the ferry terminus, and that'll open up a shitload of possibilities. We can maybe head over to Scotland. There might be a job taking us to the Isle of Man, which would be cool. Or maybe down, we might head over to Holyhead, or straight on through to Sheffield. Whatever. World's our oyster, and of course, the world is literally our oyster, because I've discovered, as you can see here, with my new game, less than 1% of the map. So from there, we might, we can go somewhere really interesting for the entire rest of Europe. So, yeah, hey, if there's anywhere you particularly want me to go, and you're watching this video, I don't know, I can't imagine you'd be that invested in it that you'll start making requests. But hey, if there's anywhere you want to go, let me know, and we'll do it. Let me just take a sip of my delicious water. And we'll head off. Can't remember what kind of truck we're driving. I think it's maybe another Scania. Oh no, it's this guy. I don't know how to pronounce this. Sorry, I got too excited and rushed my words. I don't know how to pronounce this. Iveco? I'm not sure. If you know, hey, if you know, let a brother know. It looks really nice though. I don't think I've driven this truck before ever. It's nice sort of pale grey inside. You can see our gear here. But thankfully, we got our GPS back. The last truck that I drove down to Limerick from Belfast, no fucking GPS, which was shitty. And we got our, what did I say, little radiators in there. There's a couple of dudes hanging out. They don't look like they're particularly busy. Let's, hey. Oh, fucking ridiculous horn. I'm watching you guys. Tell the boss you're slacking off. You smoking weed back there? That looks like a blunt to me. Fucking chancers. Hey, you can't do that. You can't do that in the site, burnouts. With that do about wasteoids. If you watched, let's make a move here. If you watched my last vid, just keep an eye. Shit, there's a bit more poke in this truck, which is hey, it's quite welcome. If you watched my last vid, you'll know that I just stopped to make my lunch, which was like a kind of a creamy mustardy chicken, like a whole grain mustard chicken deal, which I had with rice, kind of slightly French vibes. I originally planned on having like a marsala chicken, but hey, no marsala, so that went tits up. It was delicious. I'm not going to talk much about my lunch, but hey, if you want to see it, I took a photo for you guys and everything. So if you want to see my chicken, if you want to see my tender breasts or my lunch, just let me know, and I'll sort out both those things. Talking of food, this is why I brought it up. I mentioned to a few colleagues that I'm doing these vids, and hey, I had my first Clint Beastwood. I'm gonna be kind to myself and call it a tribute vid. My pal Warren, he made a nice video of him. I guess what's the word? Capturing his own take on what makes these vids what they are, i.e. really ridiculously fucking boring. Shit, I'm really cutting that fine. And he posted up on YouTube this amazing vid of him eating an apple, and I think it's called like Warren Eats Apple or something. I noticed that he also changed the name of his YouTube channel to Warzo Eats, which suggests he's maybe going to do more of these videos, which I would be delighted about. It was really fucking funny. He had clearly filmed it on his phone in his office at work, with the phone at his head like it was a VR helmet, and like he crunched an apple for ages. And it was fairly disgusting to listen to, but also kind of satisfying. It reminded me of, I don't know if you've heard those, like is it ASMR, ASMR, AMSR, ASMR? I don't know. Audio something videos, ASMR, I think. How many times can a man say ASMR? Reminded me of those videos which are kind of designed to... Well, here's the thing. Those are videos, if you don't know, whatever the fuck they're actually called. Let's go with ASMR. Audio sensory something or other. That's kind of designed for you to listen to in headphones. I think sometimes they're designed to sort of relax you and send you off to sleep. That guy flashes hazards there, I think, did he, to acknowledge me letting him in? Which I didn't really do. Yeah, tons of room. Hey, no problem. But hey, you know, if you want to thank me, no worries. Here's the interesting thing. It says I'm going at 0 miles an hour, which is clearly bollocks. Because if you go by the speedometer, I'm hitting nearly 60. Which is slightly over the speed limit. How the fuck is the speed limit 56? Oh, is that 56 kilometers per hour? Well, if that's the case, I'm way over it. Or under it? Oh, fuck, who knows. ASMR vids. They're basically like audio... I think sometimes designed to relax you or whatever. You know, I can't even really remember exactly what the deal is. They're kind of... they're vids usually... Or I say videos... They're not videos, they're sound files, but usually people do them on YouTube or whatever, so there's video. But the audio is the important bit. It's recorded with nice sort of microphones where it sounds like you're... It basically sounds like someone's kind of almost in your head. Or if it's recording of someone talking, they'll sort of pan it hard left and right. It sounds really close up and intimate. It sounds kind of gross and weird to me. I'm not a fan of them. It just sounds like somebody making kind of whispery sounds in your head. It's fucking gross. You get ones that aren't speech, but I think most of them are speech. I think the way people tend to record them is less with like a stereo mic, but they have two separate mics, left and right, which they kind of move around and do whatever. But hey, it's just like somebody talking to you in a whispery voice. It's fucking gross, if you ask me. But hey, you know, I find it gross. People who like making them, hey, you know, more power to you. If you like listening to them, more power to you. Whatever. But I was reading like one of my I don't want to say a guilty pleasure, maybe a silly pleasure. It's like, I love reading like online fights, just because they're so fucking stupid. You know, there's never any kind of like gray areas in online fights. There's always like one dude saying, you know, it has to be one way, one dude saying it's another way. There's never any kind of fucking overlap, and I love like reading them about the stupidest shit, like food. There's always fights about. A lot of them I read on Reddit, so there's always ones about food. They're, you know, I find them kind of slightly annoying, actually. I don't really read those ones too often. There's brilliant ones about, like, conspiracies or the occult, which is, they're fucking fantastically silly. But I read one this morning where, like, it's just people, like, choose, you know, this point that they're just going to defend to the death, and it was one guy, basically, saying these videos are kind of, like, they're fetish videos or whatever, and, you know, anyone who makes them, they're indulging in a fetish, and anyone who listens to them, it's sort of super sexual, it's all fetishy, or you know, lame word. And other people going, well, no, it's not really. It's just, you know, people who like that kind of sound, and it makes them. I guess it's designed to give you that feeling if you listen to some great music, and it gives you like a little kind of shiver or whatever, you know. I think that's the deal. This guy was just like, he just wasn't having any of it. He just going, nah, you're just fucking sound pervs and whatever. I think you do get, like, you know, I think you definitely get ones that are sexual or whatever. Sorry, I'm just looking, fuck me, I'm looking for my water. I'm a little dry in the mouth. I'm gonna, oh, there's all this sexy whispering. Tasty water. Yeah, you definitely get ones that are kind of pervy or whatever. Judging by these comments or whatever. I'm sure they exist. They're bound to. I mean, there's a pervy version of fucking everything, isn't there? So shit. This guy, cheeky fucking. Oh, this horn's so lame. Fucking cunt. I've been trying to avoid swearing in these vids a bit. Not entirely, but you know, I don't want to go like full. I don't know who's a sweary guy. Billy Connolly. He's my kind of go-to sweary guy. I don't even think he's that sweary. Sweary enough though, isn't he? He's got to be swearing enough. He's not too well now, is that right? Well, hey, if you're listening, BC, you know, I'm thinking all the best for you. Wishing you all the best. You get a lot of people giving off now about thoughts and prayers. You know, people saying online, oh, you know, you'll be in our thoughts and prayers. Now it seems to be the cool thing for people to go, oh, thoughts and prayers, fucking ridiculous. You know, what does it matter? Thoughts and prayers, what? That doesn't make any difference. Tell you what the fucking difference is. It's nice. It's just fucking nice to be nice, isn't it? You know, it's one thing if you're going, like, this guy needs exactly 50 prayers and that'll make everything better. Shit, this is my turn off? Isn't it? It is. I fucking wasn't! Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, it's one thing if you're going, you know, like, that feels like, you know, it's almost kind of, you're verging on, like, televangelist style. Oh, that's really pretty, isn't it? Shit, fuck. That feels like you're verging. Oh god, I took that way too fast. Don't think we damaged anything though. Hope we didn't damage the load. Never damage a man's load. Yeah, I think if you're saying, you know, something like that, where it's, you know, send us, it's like 50 prayers and it'll all be fine, we promise. You know, that seems like it's verging. Again, it's not really, because there's no money changing hands. But if that feels like sort of slightly sketchier territory. But if you're just fucking saying, oh, you know, you'll be in my thoughts, or you'll be my prayers, whatever it is, whether it's kind of in a religious way or a secular way, it's just fucking nice. I mean, to be a dick about that, I don't know. You can be a dick about whatever you want. Sorry, here's me fucking moaning away about my fucking moaning about my neighbour. Like earlier on in the last video, I was giving off about my neighbour slightly talking shit about my Crocs while he was wearing Crocs. So if I can moan about that, obviously you can moan about it. But then I can moan back and say, I think your moaning's fucking stupid. I'm sure lots of you think it's stupid for me to give off about Crocs or whatever. This is definitely the turn off here. See, I'm relying too heavily on the GPS. I should be following the signs. That's what I should be doing. Which, hey, that's kind of indicative of how, well, certainly how I drive in IRL. I think that the cop car there was marked Gardaí, which is kind of cool. So it's obviously, you know, they localized the vehicles. Nice touch. Nice touch. Yeah, so obviously, oh my god, I've got no hands on the wheel. Oh shit, here comes the rain. I kind of love when it rains in this game. Here comes the rain. Here she comes again. That's the Cult, isn't it? Here comes the rain. Hey, let's get the wipers on. Can I get the right button for this? Can I do it? Yes! Woo! No, there's a bit of excitement for you. Hey, you might even need the second level. You might even need to set the lights on. Did the light just kind of change there suddenly? Oh shit, it's lightning! Hey, it's all kicking off now! Fuck are we? And Larne? I don't know. Oh, does that just mean city centre? Or is that, oh, we're outside Dublin. That makes sense. Are we gonna drive through the centre? I'd love to see the, I know that they got the big spike in this game, whatever the fuck it's called. It'd be cool if we get to see it. In fact, hey, that's it, isn't it? Is that on O'Connell Street? Grafton Street? But hey, there it is, there's the big spike. I mean, we could take a detour, and drive right past it, I guess. But, I don't want to get too far off the beaten path. But hey, there we are, Dublin discovered. Nice one. So, and we just discovered a recruitment agency, so, we can get more workers or whatever. I don't even have, like, in my other game, in American Truck Sim, I had, like, Asshole is my company. I think I call this one Dasshole because it's Euro Truck and I want to, like, get some German vibes or whatever. Hey, here we are. We are in the city centre. Nice one. So what side of the river are we on now? I mean, the good side or the bad side? Can you say that? Well, there fucking is a nice side and a slightly, well, I can say a shit side, but, you know, there's a side of the river that, you know, you'd feel safer walking around, maybe. Is that fair? I don't know Dublin that well, so maybe that's outdated, or maybe it's just fucking straight up wrong, I don't know. Shit, I've got my brights on, don't I? There we go. Don't really need them for driving through the city. Well, yeah, there's the big spike anyway. So hey, you know what? Maybe we will go past it. You know, as you can see, it's not quite right. You know, it's not totally neat, but it's you know, it certainly gives the feeling of it being Dublin. The Aberdeen one was fucking brilliant. I think the way they've realised Aberdeen is amazing. That looks nice, doesn't it? I mean, obviously, this is me leaning forward and looking out. It's kind of slightly hard for me to tell what way you're looking at this. I mean, you're basically seeing, like, I think it's basically like the top half of what my right eye see or something. Because you have to kind of crop it and stuff. Which is why, you're not maybe seeing it, why the resolution is maybe a bit shitty and stuff, because it's kind of stretched a little bit. Basically, I'm just trying to record it in a way that, makes it look good for you. This is running really smoothly now. I tweaked the settings a bit more. It maybe... I mean, do you notice the difference in how it looks? I don't notice too much of a difference. I guess I'll be able to tell better, when we're... Like, I strip back how much vegetation there is a wee bit and stuff, and, I don't think I tweaked the weather settings too much, though. Hey, it still it looks fucking great to me. It really does. And it's running like a dream. It's driving so smoothly now. So, I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased indeed. I am pleased. I fucking love playing this game. I know I say it like fucking nearly every video, but the fact that maybe there's somebody watching this. Hey, you know what? We haven't done like sorry, I'm looking for my water again. That's why I'm water noises, ASMR noises. Hey, so maybe I should make like some ASMR vids where I whisper to you in like a sexy voice. That's fucking disgusting. Hey, oh, you know what I fucking don't like? Hey, and welcome to Old Chubby Man Gives Off Hour. What I don't like is this fucking prevalence of whispering in adverts. I think it's the kind of... I don't work in advertising, but I guess the stuff I do is maybe not a million a mile. I work in production, so oh, that's nice. Listen. Oh, the way it cuts out with the rain underneath the bridge, very nice. That's one of my favorite things about driving. Not my favorite things about driving, but I really enjoy that. Where you're driving through a rainstorm, it's going shh, shh, when you're driving under bridges or whatever. Anyway, the prevalence of whispering in adverts. I'm not going to pretend to know too much about it, but it's not a million miles away from the world I work in. I assume, it's always like, hey, here's a and then they run away. It's like I assume it's like it's like looking behind the wizard's curtain. It's sharing a secret with you. It's inviting you into their kind of world. It's making you feel like you're part of a special club. I guess that must be the kind of goal of these videos. But the payoff is, the fucking actuality of it is that they sound fucking disgusting. Just some fucking whispering dickhead. They all this fucking bullshit coming out of the fucking TV. I don't like that. I don't like the fucking... I think everyone's fed up with the, like the twee... Either the twee ukulele covers of rock standards, or the kind of, vacuous, breathy... They're even worse, actually. The ukulele ones I can almost handle. They still annoy me, but they're not fucking great. But, hearing, like, some, breathy, existential cover of Welcome to the Jungle. Sorry, purple. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun. It's fucking lame. It's so balls. It's just balls. Yeah. I mean, I guess I make these vids. Hey, there's the rain off. Or it's eating off anyway. That's not the right button anymore, is it? A lot of the time, when I'm making these vids, I know I give off about stuff. It makes me laugh, but, I'm giving off about stupid shit and everything. But I felt myself getting actually quite annoyed just fucking thinking about those ads. Yeah, calm myself down for a minute. Getting a bit croaky. It does dry the mouth out. You'll notice I said dries the mouth out, whereas before I might have said dries the old mouth out. Dries the old mouth out. I keep fucking saying it. I must say that in real life. Like, talk like that in real life all the time. I didn't know till I watched back some of these vids. Pisses me off for a number of reasons. Didn't like that I wasn't aware of it, and I've probably been going around sounding like more of a dickhead than I thought. I don't like that it, although shadows look a bit shit, I did really lower the shadow settings. Maybe I should bump that up again. I don't like that it makes me sound a bit like... That sounded weird there. It makes me sound a bit like... Well, you know, it does make me sound a bit like Jamie Oliver. I'll whack the old plums with the old rolling pin. I don't know why. I don't know what recipe would necessitate that as a step. Whack my plums. Whack my old plums. So I'm trying to curtail that a bit. So hey, are these videos, are they helping me grow as a person? No. That's the answer to that. No, they're not. Yeah, it does say Gardaí on the side of that vehicle, which that's very, very cool. So they're kind of, they've got localized like law enforcement vehicles and maybe other vehicles too. I find that very cool. I can't remember if this is modded in like real. Has that actually got like a down south reg on that guy's car too? That, if so, that was amazing. Can't remember if I've modded in real vehicles. I don't think I have. Oh, you know what? There's another thing I would just the quality of is the mirrors. They look shit now. Yeah, they do look bollocks. So the game's running amazingly, and out here, like out in the windscreen, looks class. And I can live with the slightly shitty shadows. They're not awful, but they're not great. The mirror though, that looks fucking lame. Yeah, that kind of kills it for me. Ugh, can't stop looking at it now. Like, what are we? Like, I don't know, 12, 15 minutes into this? Didn't even notice. Now it's all I can fucking look up. Ah, it's balls. I'm not going to start adjusting it now, but for the next vid. So, we've talked about lots of shit, haven't we? We covered. We had Croc Talk in the last vid. I wanted to tell you about that. I recommend you go back and... You know, I can't even in good faith say that. I recommend you go back and fucking watch it. If you want to hear me talking about Crocs, my thoughts on Crocs, my thoughts on my neighbour's Crocs, my thoughts on, spoilers, my Crocs, you can watch that in the last vid. I don't feel right saying I recommend that, but if you watch that video, that's what you'll see. Oh, we're back north now, aren't we? We're over the border. So we're not heading left then? Oh, maybe that's towards the airport. Maybe we can get on the airport. Shit! Okay. Whew! That was a close call. I would have thought we'd have gone that way. Well, hey, whatever. There's Mackie D's. You know, I went through... Oh, it looks actually quite nice. Shit. This game doesn't give you the feeling, you know, that some... Shit, I bet you have damaged the load. Oh, we get back on the M1 this way. Yeah, that way would have been quicker for the international airport. The fuck was I going with this? McDonald's. I haven't been to McDonald's in years, well, not years, but ages, like months or whatever. I've been a bunch of times recently for a few different reasons. First off, two of them revolve around buses. First off, the other day, got a bus into town. Well, no, this wasn't the other day. This was a few weeks ago, admittedly. Got a bus into town. Let's see. I don't like TransLink. I think they're fucking lame. They're the worst company. I'm not even going to start properly talking about it. Shit, I do have some great bus talk, though. I do. Alright, right. Strap yourself in. Wild ride coming up. Let's get the McDonald's shit out of the way, first of all. I got the wrong bus. Well, it's not that I got the wrong bus. I got a bus from my house in the town. There we are, in West Lincoln again. And usually I get off, if you know Belfast, I usually get off around City Hall. This bus didn't go into City Hall. I should have known when everyone's getting off May Street. I'm like, well, everyone getting off here? I'm like fucking one of, like, it was me and like, I think 2 other dudes left on the bus. Went down and I said to the fella, hey, where's that stop? Fucking lag inside. Oh! So, you know, maybe you're one of like the the two people. Oh, I'm feeling around for my water. Maybe you're one of the two people who are subscribed to these vids, or maybe you're one of these people who aren't subscribed but are watching it, who aren't from Belfast. Langenside's fucking ages away from City Hall. I was in a rush. I wasn't late for work, but I was approaching being late for work. I was hungry as fuck. My plan had been to get a nice coffee, from the coffee place beside work. I was going to say their name, but I don't particularly. Oh shit! I've taken the wrong turn. I'm not particularly fussing it. So well, I suppose now that I basically didn't want to say where it was. Like I was trying to plug their fucking business. I was going to get a nice coffee out of Dean's. I like their coffee, but I don't tell you what I don't like. Their fucking attitude. There's that line in Gimme That by Biggie. Yes, love your fucking attitude. Comes Dean's. No, love, I don't love your fucking attitude. Although there was one time a girl there complimented my wallet, and I had made that wallet myself, which I now sadly lost, which eternally bums me out. But I don't think she works there anymore, and a lot of the rest of the time I've had people be kind of snooty and stuff. And I'm not saying, oh, you shouldn't be looking down on me because you work in a coffee shop. That's not remotely what I'm saying. I'm saying you shouldn't be looking down on someone fucking anyway, no matter what you're doing. If the roles were reversed, or if there was an entirely different scenario and it was an entirely different business or entirely different stuff, just don't be a fucking cunt. That's what I mean. So, oh Jesus, this is gone. I've spiraled way out of control here. Or at least as out of control as a man can get playing Truck Sim Vets. Got off at Lagenside, miles away. Probably not gonna have time to get my coffee, but I'm really hungry. So I got a McDonald's that morning. I got like the breakfast thing, like bacon cheese wrap thing. Way nicer than I thought it'd be. Classy as fuck, but that's what you want. I started telling McDonald's stories. The bus story's better. Shit, I did trader damage 1% there. 1%'s alright. They'll knock a bit off the my end results, but it shouldn't be too bad. Next McDonald's I got. Right, okay. No judgment, please. That's beautiful. It's like there's Cave Hill and stuff. Got a McDonald's on a Valentine's night for some romance. I'm not gonna get all into that. I fucking got a McDonald's on Valentine's, and that's fine. If you don't like it, stop my fucking balls. How about that? I wanted to try the Grand Mac. We just thought it'd be fun and silly and good fun. It's not that I'm like some kind of fucking horrible cynic and don't like Valentine's. It's nothing to do with that. We just thought we could get fun. Where the fuck? Where am I going? Presumably I'm moving on around here. That wasn't the best driving in the world. I want to try the Grand Mac, which is just like a really big Big Mac. Heard a couple of people online talking shit about it, and indeed in real life. I'm not like on fucking burger forums or whatever. I am in like a food group online, so that's where people are talking shit about it. It's not like I'm trolling the internet for burger news. Although I was once listed, me and Stephen, my bud, were listed. We were referenced as being local burger experts in the Belfast Telegraph for a thing we were doing. Granted, it's because I think it was Stephen wrote the press release for it. One of us anyway. I'm pretty sure it was Stephen who wrote it. And they just kind of printed it verbatim, in which we'd said we were like renowned burger authorities. So I wanted to try the Grand Mac. So I'm not really a burger expert, but what? Fuck it. I am. I know a decent amount about burgers. Tried the Grand Mac for Valentine's. That was cool. And then the third time was another bus fuck up. And this is where we're going to get into the interesting bus story. You're going to hear the bus story. It's not remotely interesting. It's just a shit story. Shit. I feel like this video might be the one. Is this going to break the camel's back where I'm just talking bullshit about getting on the wrong bus and eating burgers? So yeah, got this bus. Usually I get the 4 something or other, whatever. It could be any of them. Need more water. Ooh. Just slow it down here. Gotta be careful. It was late. It's always fucking late. Some friends of the road there. Hey, pals. That wasn't me like honking and women. I just thought that was a mixture of men and women. Although if I was, It's not real life. Still shouldn't be at that kind of thing. But just in case you thought that was me, being a dickhead, um, that wasn't, meant to be. I wasn't trying to be a jerk there. I wasn't trying to objectify those fictional women or real women or anybody. They were nearly at Larne now. Wonder if the sewage plant's in it. Got the wrong bus. Number 20 instead. Well, I got the right bus. It said it was going to where I live. Fucking didn't for a start. End up having to get off in the arsehole of nowhere, walk home. Got a McDonald's then as well. Like just a double cheeseburger for like a starter before my main dinner. Which was being made for me because I was spending the evening. Like, I know I'm going off in tangent after tangent after tangent. I just have so many great things to share. I don't mean that. Yeah, Jen was making dinner so I could make a wooden chest for my mum for her birthday, which I did. I'm quite proud of. But I was so hungry. I was so pissed off. I've been walking for miles. Got a little burger starter. There is the third recent McDonald's I've had. There's the story of the 3 McDonald's I've had recently. So balls. Here's the exciting story. I've built it up. It's not remotely exciting. It's just shit. You probably had to be there. Okay, so I get on the bus. I've been waiting for ages. I risk it with the bus that turned out to be, wrong, fucked up. I go to the top deck. I felt like I wanted to sit in the front seat, so I pretend that I was driving the bus. Sometimes I like that. Sometimes I don't really like it that much. There was one other guy beat me to it. He was sitting in the front seat. I could have sat beside him, like on the other side. Thought it'd be fucking weird. It would be weird. There's the ferry terminus there and stuff. We're going here. I thought it would have been weird. So I'm the second on the bus. But I looked down the back of the top deck. And what do I see perched on the back of one of the seats? But a little blackbird. Which I thought, first of all, I went, huh? Weird. Wonder what we'll do here. I was going to maybe go down and tell the driver or whatever. And then I thought, no. Let's see how this unfolds. So the next guy, this is maybe, it might require a bit of fiddly parking. The next guy, he gets on, and he's like, I fucked this up a bit. Well, give me time to tell the bird story. Next guy gets on, he just stops dead in his tracks. Like, I thought people would be surprised. This guy, like, he couldn't have looked more shocked. Let's just spin around this one more time. He looked like, someone had thrown a dog shit in his face or whatever. He stops and he just shouts out loud. I shouted this too before but I've been shocked. He just stops. He goes, "What? What?" He goes, "There's a bird on the bus! There's a bird on the bus!" At which point, more people are starting to file up and stuff. People sit down, a few giggles and things like that, and and we're all sort of chatting about what to do with the bird on the bus. I'm not saying much. I'm mostly just drinking it in. Let's go on for this for a third attempt. I'm just kind of drinking it in, enjoying the hubbub. I feel a bit bad for the bird, because I don't want the bird to be scared or whatever. But most people are saying, and I am internally agreeing with, open the windows, it'll head out. We figured it'll head out of its own accord. But the windows are kind of shitty and small, slightly awkward even. I think as a man to sort of, put your arm out would be quite difficult. I'm gonna fucking skip this parking. It's balls. Let's look at it. Good work. Okay, lost a few points there. I'm just gonna race through this and talk to you about the bird story while we're doing it. Let's see the results now. So everyone's thinking, yeah, the bird will make its own way out, and we head on. I think somebody goes down to tell the driver. The driver was this fucking dickhead. I'm not saying they're all dicks. Some of them are dicks. Every profession has its dicks. Some of these drivers are dicks. This guy was a fucking dick. A total dick. I think some people told him, open the windows, I'll head out. So he heads on. The bird starts going fucking bananas. It's just flying up and down the upper deck. It's buzzing people's heads. A couple of times I feel it like it feels like I can feel the wings almost touching my hair. It was so funny. Like this girl was like walking down. She hadn't seen the bird, I think. She was walking down the steps. Um, no, maybe she had seen the bird. I guess she was maybe going down to the lower saloon to get away from the bird. That makes sense. She's walking down, and the bird just fucking flies like almost right into her face, and she screams. But she laughs afterwards. She was fine. Everyone was kind of enjoying it. I felt bad the bird maybe was not enjoying this. Um, but we were opening the windows and trying to get it out. There's one guy. He thought he was fucking King Dick. He thought he was going to catch this bird with his hands. I started a bit concerned about that. I didn't want him to hurt the bird or anything. But at the same time, it's right. I didn't want the bird to be scared. I'm saying all this like as if I was up there, at the front sorting it all out. I fucking wasn't. I was sitting down, pissing myself laughing, thinking, "Oh, I'm such a good person for being concerned about this bird." but doing absolutely fucking nothing about it. My colleague Mark walks on the bus. Great timing. He he gets to the top of the stairs right as the bird is flying down, and it nearly hits him right in the fucking face. I lost my mind laughing. He sat beside me. He seemed fairly shook up about it. I mean, we were talking about it the next day at work and everything. It was really exciting. Eventually, a guy sort of he was kind of a hero. We caught the bird very gently in his jacket and got him safely out the window, and that was great. But it was so much fun. It reminded me of I'm sure everyone in school had the day where someone let a dog into the school. It reminded me so much of that. It was tremendous fun. Yeah, I took a vid. Right, here's the thing. I was gonna keep this YouTube channel exclusively for gaming vids and stuff. If anyone wants to see, the bird fucking flying around, I'll maybe post that vid on Twitter. What am I fucking talking about? I don't even bother posting on Facebook or Twitter, apart from like game groups or whatever. I'll maybe post on YouTube. The only thing, see, there's a guy trying to catch the bird. You know what? I'm not gonna post it because the guy trying to catch the bird, and I've just said he thought he was King Dick. I don't want to embarrass him because you can very clearly see him in it. You don't really see anyone else. You do see the girls screaming and kind of almost like stumbling a bit on the stairwell, which is it would be awful and horrifying if anything bad had happened. It didn't. She was totally fine. She was laughing. So I'll probably not post it. But if you know me in real life and you want to see it, I will absolutely show you it. That will be no problem. I've got two vids actually, and they're both. Well, I think they're funny anyway. So here, let's pick where we're going next. I'm going to stop this video soon. And I'm going to upload. I didn't upload the last vid yet, but I'll probably upload a bunch of them like later on. I'll leave them uploading when I'm having dinner or whatever. But hey, we can pick where we're going. I thought we might have had more options, for destinations from Larne, but there aren't that many jobs going. There's Wick. Oh, look at that! Way right at the top of the Scottish Highlands. That looks like that would be an awesome drive. Let's double check. We could go. Oh, Denmark? We haven't. Let's not bother with Wexford. We've been all over Ireland recently. Grimsby sounds fucking Grim's in the name, isn't it? If you're from Grimsby, don't take offence, but it doesn't sound like the most sound right. Although actually, that's like would near enough have to go sort of round the Hull or whatever. Yeah, through Grimsby if we're going to Denmark. Let's do the Scottish drive because somebody had said, oh, who was it? Somebody, was it Mark from Special Friends? Had can't remember where it was. He mentioned he was saying, "Oh, you should take a drive." He basically said to do this drive, like up, from Perth up towards the Highlands. Let's fucking do this one. It looks great. So we'll take this job. Again, I still don't own my own truck in this playthrough, so it'll give us a truck, whatever that one there is. Is that another Scania or is it a DAF? It's a DAF. It says right there. Let's take that one, and we're hauling clothes. 15 tons of clothes. So, I'm going to take this job. It's going to load. I'm going to stop the previous video. Get more water. Maybe, hey, might go crazy. Might take a piss. Might take a little thing I like to call a piss. And I'm going to get straight back in. Hopefully you'll watch it. Right? Peace out. Hope you enjoyed McDonald's talk, bus talk, bird talk, ASMR talk. All good talks. See you guys soon. Peace.